Well, good afternoon. Coffee time again. Yeah, looking good. Made good progress last time. Like to crack on. And well, now then, this is the plan for this afternoon. Are you listening? I'd like to finish the clearing of the track and track bed on the other side of the suburban line, the other end, the southern end sort of thing of the suburban line. It's actually not the southern end, but I call it the southern end. I need to sweep and re-clean some of this northern end of the suburban line, but that won't take long. It's mostly good. The next thing I'd like to do is work on the power distribution to the track bed. Now that's fairly straightforward, but I'll explain that as I go. So to get some power in the various sections of the suburban line, sections as in block sections, but just blunt power. I'm not going to include at this stage this afternoon the idea of any kind of proper control systems for the DLC. Just going to get basic power supply to the track so I can control a track, so I can control a train. Then the third thing, well, there we are, running a train. Really like to run a train this afternoon. Depends on how the power supply kind of arrangements work. I'm not going to know until I get on my hands and knees how the power distribution is going to work effectively, because the continuity between each of the panels of track, just don't know. And I haven't yet done the little bridging wires, so we'll see. So stage one, clear the rest of the track, the sort of southern end. Stage two, think about power to the track. Stage three, run some trains. That'd be lovely. Be nice to keep these, at least to let them die back properly. It's better for the bulbs the following year. Not that I'm an expert gardener, of course. Can you see me in here? I'm not really hiding. There's quite a lot of winter debris here, which has not yet been cleared, so we need to remove all this. And the easiest is simply to climb in and get on with it. Bear with, I'll be out again in a minute. Now this was a temporary extra feed that I put in last year to join up between the complete runaround and the DLC controlled sections here. This will come out. Actually, I'd forgotten about that completely. There's actually quite a pile here of old winter leaves which never got cleaned up. A tight squeeze through here, mostly clear through the suburban line round the sort of southern corner here. That's the track bed kind of opened up, all the winter debris gone, but I haven't done any of the rail surface cleaning yet, so that's next. Yeah, that is good. At least I can see the track now, whereas before there was a big pile of winter leaves. Okay, so I've got to get back on my hands and knees and do the old tops of the rail cleaning and picking out a few more bits, but won't take long. I'll start here in the middle of nowhere really, right at the southern end. And I'll work this way to start with, join up with the back of the studio, and then continue on round here. I don't know whether you've seen previous videos I've done about track cleaning. Do grab the more sort of informed full versions of how to do track cleaning, at least the way I do it. I use an old angle grinder, the cup one, and that does kind of most of it most of the time. Certainly once it's clean, it's great to just go over. It doesn't snag really, and it's a good way of just keeping the surface of the rails clear. But at this time of year, I do a combo of that, and where it needs it, I can be a little bit more sort of persistent with some pretty coarse glass paper. Try not to do too much, but sometimes you can't really avoid getting in quite harsh and cleaning some bits off. It doesn't take too long. Yeah, good. I've pretty well done the first phase of what I wanted to do this afternoon, clean the track. There's one bit that I still haven't done, but I may not be able to run on that bit anyway. So let's see if I can get at least half the track now powered up. The plan is, I've just cut the grass. Sorry, side note here. Just cut the grass, just because it needed cutting, and I thought I'd have a break from scrabbling around on my knees. And just cut the grass, and a whole load of fresh leaves have been dropped from the trees above. The blinking pigeons, look at this. Well, pigeons or squirrels nibbling and making stuff drop. That's been 20 minutes, that has. Oh well, at least the grass is cut. Right, back to my garden railway. So the next plan is to couple up some power to each of the sections just on a simple controller. A little bit of soldering, power end of the wires, work out polarity, a bit of stuff to do. I'll talk you through it. These are the 4 cable bundles that I installed just in the last kind of month or 2 months. If you've seen those videos, you'll know what these are and where they go. They're not labelled at this end, but I can work out which one's which. That's okay. I think I need 3 of them powered up for the sections on the sort of northern end of the suburban line. So I'm going to work out which one's which, check the polarity, and solder the other ends of the power feed cables, which are these slightly thicker black ones, onto the track, work out the polarity, follow along. I know what I'm doing. So here's a pair of power feed wires just coming up from the little cable groove here. I always leave them a little bit on the long side. You never know if you need to trim them, rechange them in some way. So all I'm going to do here is leave them the full length, just coil them up tidily around underneath the track, and then at a convenient point I'm going to clean the side. Well, I'll show you. So with these slightly more chunky power feed wires, I try not to cut them at all. I leave them long so that if I lift the track they can stay attached and allows me some sort of flexibility. All I need to do is fix them and then just lift the track, maybe loosening the screws, and then I lay the spare in the little cable groove underneath. There's usually enough space. It is a little bit fiddly doing this cleaning, but obviously necessary. You can't solder onto dirt I do actually have a little like a Dremel, but I've only got the 6 to do, so I couldn't be bothered to get it out. So clean the side of the track so that I've got a good clean metal surface to solder to, and that's looking good. Next, I just tin the surface, so just add some solder. It's fluxed solder, so I don't need additional flux. Tin the joint here, tin these, and then fresh straight on with a bit more heat. Usually works quite well. There we are. Spare in the groove underneath. There we go. Let's just tuck those bits of cable, the extra spare long bits, in the little cable groove. Tidy out the way. You're in. There we are. Do that back up again. Excellent. Oh, that just needs a little cleaning on the top there. That's better. Good. God, dear oh dear. This is fiddly. This is the third one, so I've got 3 pairs of these to do. I've done one there, done one right at the top, and this is the last one. I am sticking with this because I can't be bothered to get my Dremel out. What do you do? What do you use? If you do this sort of soldering on outdoor track, you'll know how grimy the rails get. Indoor track, in the loft or in a room, I think it's less grimy. It still tarnishes, doesn't it? What tool do you use? I have got one of those, I don't know what they're kind of brushes, fibre brush. It's not really fibre. It's sort of glass fibre brushes. Works briefly, works well enough to just take a little bit of surface grime off, but I just don't find that they're robust enough to cut through the heavy outdoor serious grimeage on the sides of these rails. So I do use a bit of glass paper and my Dremel. Dremel works well actually. What do you use? Tell me in the comments. I've also got the wrong soldering iron. This is my 18 watt soldering iron, which I use for sort of ordinary soldering, circuit boards and bits. I've got a smaller one actually that's for PCBs, fine PCBs, but this one I usually use the 18 watt for ordinary soldering. I've got a 25 watt which I bought specifically for soldering these wires on track. I've only just realised I'm using the wrong one, but again, can't be bothered to change it. I've only got these few to do. Seems to be working adequately well, he says. Just about. There we are. You're in. Now then, you'll realise probably that I haven't taken into account either polarity, either wire. I've just soldered one of the wires on the left-hand track, one of the wires on the right-hand track. It will become important now back in the junction box, the control junction box, to make sure I've got the polarity right. I will worry about that next. There we are. You'll also have seen around and about that I haven't mounted any of these train position sensors yet. just leave them floating around just for the time being. I will be adding some little cradles, some sort of support height adjustable, just with different layers to hold the position sensors just in the right place in between the rails. I'm going to 3D print some of those. Yeah, ideas still at the moment, on the drawing board ideas. There we go. This is one of those very basic LGB train controllers, just plugged into the mains here. So let's get that in there just temporarily. Let's pick this one first, whichever one this one is. Now, this is, it's got the turn signal, so this one will be LM09. So this one's LM09 right around the back. Let's get you coupled up in here, off for the moment. Now, I don't know which way round this needs to be just yet. Let's do that. Now put a train on the track, see what happens. So let's pop this little loco on the track in section LM09, which is just down here. Well, it's going to be a bit difficult backwards and forwards from the little controller here. I could do with another pair of hands. Now then, back here again, what's going to happen? Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing, but no particular error, no technical error, human user error. I had put the little loco on the wrong side of the track section, although after the last set of signals, not after the track continuity brake. So yeah, there's a little red mark here for indicating where the track continuity brake is. So there's no use. So all I need to do is put the train down on the track on the powered side. There we go. How far will she go? Now see how far the little train goes. Oh, so far so good. I have run the train to about here. Oh, rubbish on the line. Oh, looking good. Looking good. Oh, set of points that are a little bit dodgy. What's going to happen? Ah! No, well, they're not good points. They are really bad points. There's even a bit missing, see? Never mind. So that's really dodgy there. I'm not surprised. And actually spot the fact that the loco went forwards, which is correct, which is what I wanted. Let's just see. Yes, and also the power controller is facing forward, so that's correct. Well, that was 50-50 for connecting up the power leads the correct way round, but now I know which one's which. I will add a little bit of red tape to the positive side. I've also added a nice little simple label, LM09, to that cable bundle so that I don't have to keep working that out. Okay, so let's next do LM08, which is the track section that leads into up to the end of the Up Suburban. Here we go. Now, am I going to be lucky and choose the correct polarity this time? 50-50 last time, got it correct. 50-50 this one. So that's in there, set forwards at sort of half speed. Here we go with the little engine again. Let's put it on the track. Oh no, that's going backwards. No, we don't want that. So, no, wrong way round. So let's change the polarity. Oh well, 50-50, got this one wrong. Swap them round. So should be right this time because there are only two options. Going to put it at the beginning of the powered section as well here this time. Whoa, we're off. Oh no, we were off. Yeah. No, dirty track. Oh, I had to clean this. Looking good. It's only on slow speed. Fast enough actually, of course. Now the train will stop at the power brake because I've only powered this one section about there. There we are. So that's good. Yeah, so that is good. So LMO 8 section works. Need to just clean the track a little bit there, but phew, that's all right. So now I'm going to work on, what is that one? LMO 6, I think that is. Oh, got to put the red tape on the wire. Just prise out these power feed wires from this one. Might as well leave the others all bundled up, still tidy. Won't need those just yet. I was lucky with one, 50-50, unlucky with the other one. This is the third, so again 50-50. Let's go this way around. Let's see what happens. There we go. That's on forwards. Where's my little train? Lucky or unlucky? Here we go. Oh no, that's backwards. That's no good. Have to swap the leads around at this end again. That's the plus. That goes in there. There. Right, see if I'm lucky. Well, it has to be right, doesn't it? There are only two options. So here we go. Yes, forwards. Let's go to the beginning of this block section. Beginning of this block section is right around here. Oh yes, look at that. Go little train, go. Oh, even across the points, amazing. How far are we going to go? Now I've not done any continuity joiners for the track. Oh, it's picked up a leaf. No, dispatch the leaf. Another leaf. No, good, getting rid of the leaf. Here we go, little train. Now it will stop just in a short time because of the track brake. Oh, rubbish on the line. Ah, rubbish on the line. Oh, the track brake point there is there anyway. Here we go. So this was going to be dead and that was fed. All powered up, well, not all continuously powered up at the moment, but I can just feed the 3 wires for each 3 sections into the little controller. That's okay. It's this set of points here that are dodgy. Now, am I going to manage to work that out just now? So these set of points, I'm not surprised. There is that bit missing, although actually not relevant for coming around this side. It stopped just here somewhere, so it may well be there that's broken. There is a tie wire, continuity wire that underneath this little thing here, this plastic bit here that joins this rail to this. That might have come off. I have no idea. Let's try and shove all 3 wires, red, red, red. I've done it before, surely I can get 3 in there just about. Oh, only just about. Well, a bit wedged. That's all right. And then these 3 blue. Where's the other one? Come on then. All these 3 in here. Oh, I'm getting excited now. In there. Excellent. Off at the moment. Let's put the train on the track. There we are. Now then, if I turn this, what's going to happen? Is it going to run? Let's see. Yeah! Oh, leaf on the line. Nice. Back. Let's show you as well. Right, let's chase you, little train. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You can do it. All the way round. All the way round. Choo choo, choo choo. I'm a train, I'm a train, I'm a choo choo train. Copyright strike coming. Here we go. Now you're going to stop. Yeah, that's all right. Now let's just encourage you for a few moments. I don't know how far. No. A little bit further. The track power brake is coming up anyway. You know, I'm not wanting to push too hard because of the rubber band. Here we go. Oh, that was my fault, that was. And power brake coming up. Yeah, well done, little train. Well done me for getting all that tracked down and powered up and sorted. Oh, really good. I do have the points to worry about, but that's too much for today. I also have to do all the little jumper wires, continuity, I don't know what you call them really, the continuity wires for each of the rail joiners. I always add continuity wires just to make sure that the power flows all the way down the rails. I've been out for quite a few hours in the garden this afternoon. I think I'll leave it there. Thank you again for watching. If you've stuck through this video again with me, I appreciate that. If you have any comments, especially I thought about the way of cleaning the side of the track for soldering. So I use a Dremel. Couldn't be bothered to get it out this time, but usually use a Dremel, little ditty Dremel on the side. I've tried all sorts of things. So if you have any suggestions, oh, do please let me know. Otherwise, from the Garden Railway, thank you again for watching, and until the next time, bye for now.